So I've just finished doing my personal trading. Things are going well on my end. Things are rocking and rolling for this January of 2016. It's can't believe it's already the 15th of this year. Things are moving, things are happening. So I just want to give you another market update. So let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, I've just finished my trading. I've just finished doing my trading and obviously watching the market as well too. And we can see what we had here, a bit of a sideways bar, but it's still a down bar overall. And those dogs next door are going crazy. So it's still a down bar. You can see the high. This is a lower high and a lower low compared to yesterday. So it's still an overall down bar. You can see the volume was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. And you can see sort of going sideways through there. So there's a couple of different things that can happen where we are right now. If you look on this chart here, yesterday I put out a video saying don't buy this market, don't buy this market, and I don't care if this market rallies up like that. That's what I mean by don't buy this market. Now, if you are intraday trading, I mean you're getting in and getting out on a 5-minute chart, you can buy the heck out of this thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking to you guys. For you guys that are buying, holding, you know what I mean? Even for a week, even if you maybe 2 to 5 days on a daily chart, then it's a very, very risky game, especially in here. So we do actually have a whole bunch of areas of support and resistance through here. And look where we are right now. We actually came out this levels through here and bounced. So there's a few things here. Yesterday, this day here, I came out and did a video saying we might get a rally up and then a rally down, or we might get like a bear flag formation. So that's actually what may happen in this market, what's actually holding here. So again, but I wouldn't sort of count on that, and I'm definitely not buying this market. I'm definitely not buying it, I'm definitely not selling it here. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a non-directional strategy, obviously what I call the wealth builder strategy, where I don't care where it goes, you know what I mean? So that's the best thing for me, and I love it. It's awesome. It is the best. So yeah, so we are at the S&P 500 right now. Man, I haven't had breakfast this morning. I'm gonna get some food into me. Dow Jones. You can see I get a little small sideways there. So that's this. Overall, still weak here, guys. Okay, so overall still weak. We had a 1.5% up day on the Russell and the Nasdaq as well too. So we can see that's what happened here. But we definitely did have especially on the Nasdaq. Look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq had a rally down. So it was down about almost 1.5%, and then the buyers came back in. So that's what's happening there. We're also got a holiday coming up next Monday as well too. So maybe tomorrow's going to be a bit more of a lighter volume day. I'm not sure, but if I show you, so we can see what's happening on the charts there, especially on the looking on the Nasdaq, we can see we're at this level of support through here. And then that's where it's holding through there. So what I am saying there, guys, is a couple of things. Is that, yes, as I said before, that on this day here, I came out and did a video saying we might get a rally up. We might get a rally up and then come into resistance and then having another run back down. Or we might just start to do this sort of action and then head down. So again, that's what may be happening through there. So let me bring up this chart here. Again, this is just all the different... I'm gonna make this squeeze up a lot, don't I? So this is all the different charts this is just on another screen that I've got, and I'm looking at I just keep an eye on the daily. I like to keep an eye on the daily of the indices, all of them, and also the hourly, because the hourly really is the key. So let me just squeeze this up here, because we don't really need to see that. That's GLD. By the way, GLD. Give you a little update on GLD. You can see GLD, what's happened with there. You can see it's actually came out of this thing, it's come back up. We're actually coming down towards this sort of trend line here. So, you know, maybe there's some more upside with that one. Who knows with gold? Gold's a pretty gold's a bit of a, yeah, we're not sure. So anyway, now looking on both these markets, we've got especially up here we've got the the S&P. Now the S&P, the Nasdaq, so yeah, S&P, Nasdaq, and Russell. Sorry, S&P, Nasdaq, and the Dow Jones. They all did the same thing. Okay, so what I mean by that is this: is that if I just bring the chart here, you can see that this is what happened. The market. This is where the market hit. This is where the market was, and the market ran up through here. Okay, and then we had a little pullback. Market ran up through here, and then we had a little pullback. Market ran up through here, and we had a little pullback. Now this is the Dow Jones. This is the Dow Jones hourly, Dow Jones S&P hourly, and Nasdaq hourly. But you can see here that one, we're at this level of resistance, but this level through here could be acting as support. Same for this level through here on the hourly chart. Same for this level through here on the hourly chart as well too. So there's a couple of different things that I'm seeing here on these hourly charts. Firstly, is that we are still creating. We did start create. This is the trough. We did. This is a peak. It's now creating a lower trough. Is this another lower peak? If it does form a lower peak, so same here, right? We have a peak. We have a trough. This now makes it a lower trough. Now could this be another lower peak? Same for the Dow Jones as well too. Okay. So there's a few things that can happen here where we are right now. As I said before, by looking on the daily chart, that does look like this market wants to at least have a bit of a pullback, I mean a bit of a run up before we head down, because the market just doesn't crash and go all the way down every single day. Okay, we do have our rallies. So looking on the hourly charts, what I want to see is this: is that if the hourly chart runs down through here, if the hourly chart runs down through here, holds, breaks back up, and then now starts to close above this level through here, starts to break above the previous peak, then we're probably going to see a bit of a run to the high side, probably even back up to the 1990s into the 2010 level. And the same for the Dow Jones. If we come down through here and hold and bounce back up, and we start to rally through there, we could see this rally through here. We do have a whole bunch of area resistance through here, and especially if we break through that area resistance, then yeah, then we can definitely see an extended move to the high side, moving on the Dow Jones. Now the Russell, on the other hand, the Russell's always been the weakest. It really has. You can see the Russell's always just made lower peaks, lower troughs. This is another lower trough. This is now trying to make another lower peak. We're at this area of resistance. You can see what happened here, right? Market came down, and now it's trying to falter through there as well too. So the Russell looks the weakest. But we're looking at the Nasdaq, looking at the S&P, and looking at the Dow Jones, looking at the hourly chart there. We saw what happened in the daily chart. The daily chart wasn't really giving us much, apart from we've already had a big move down like that for about a week, probably about a week and a half now on the daily charts. So we are due for some sort of pullback and then maybe a continuation down. Okay, so we're potentially at this point right now. We don't know, so that's why I'm not buying it. I'm not even selling it. You know, you just sometimes you got to stand on the sidelines. But I am in the market right now. But I'm just more of a conservative approach right now. So we may get a run to the high side, and then we may get back down, and that's what we're seeing on the daily chart. So, but what we do is what we now look on the hourly chart, we can start to see a bit more of a setup on what is happening in the markets. Hey, it's John Howell here, and thanks so much for watching my video. You see, I'm putting out daily videos and education on helping you learning the art of successful trading. So click on the subscribe button to keep up to date with every video I do. Also, check out my story video, $250,000 in debt, cancer, overweight, family passing away, lived on the streets, and more, and how I overcome it and now thriving through my life. This is here to motivate you, so click on that image to watch my video. And lastly, if you're struggling with your trading, then you need to see my latest webinar where I'm sharing with you an amazing strategy that allows you to generate an income without getting the direction right. So click on that image on this page to register for my next free webinar. This is John Howell here. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.